Last night we had an art critique at Petrichor Collective, and I was one of the 2 featured artists. It was such a beautiful day. Spring is here, and it's about a month early, but it's just such a great time of year in Fort Collins. It's so beautiful everywhere. And it was a perfect evening to get together with other artists, share your work, give constructive criticism, and just be with other people who share your love of art. I'll give you a quick glimpse of what it looks like inside Petrichor's space. It's downstairs inside the old Harmony Mills building, which is a historic building in Fort Collins, and the space is just amazing. The whole place is set up to be a relaxing place for artists to get together and work on things or collaborate on different projects. There are some studio spaces and a kitchen and just a big area for gatherings and classes and other events. The walls and shelves are full of art from different artists in the collective, and it's just fascinating to walk around and see the variety of artists that we have in our community.
There you are.
TJ moderated the whole thing, and he took some video. I'm hoping that as soon as he gets it to me, I can make another video and show you more details of what went on. But I came with 3 pieces. One of the things I wanted to know from everyone in attendance was how the paintings made them feel. The first one was an abstract landscape that I started. And I was looking at the shapes and trying to figure out if it was working. The second one was an abstract with a lot of texture because I had painted over some other paintings. I was trying to figure out if it was working. I had a lot of thin layers of paint, some darks in the background, and I just needed to know if it was finished or if I needed to do some more work on it. The third piece was this bright, angry-looking painting that I started when I was in an angry mood. I wanted to make it work better because it felt like the values weren't quite right, but I didn't want to take away from the feeling. So I was kind of stuck. I just wanted people's ideas of where I might be able to take this. So we all discussed the paintings, and in a nutshell, the feedback I received on the landscape was that the dark areas on the upper left and maybe the center right were disrupting the flow of the different shapes. So I'll do a little work on that to see if I can make them more consistent. On the second one, people thought it was basically done. They really liked it. The only comment I got was maybe I could balance out some of the dark values in those treetop looking things, maybe make some darker throughout and make some lighter instead of having all the dark ones toward the top. But other than that, they felt it was done. On the bright orange and red angry one, they felt that I could add some darker lines, maybe surrounding some of the bright orange to make the orange pop more, and then to give it a little bit more balance in the values. And they also felt that that little mark in the lower right-hand corner of this picture was distracting because it was really bright gray. So they thought that toning that down might help. But other than that, they said, don't do too much to it because it's really intense. The critique was a really good learning experience. They always are. It's great to hear from other artists, especially artists who've been doing it a lot longer than you have been, and who come from all different media. But the principles are the same. The most important thing is that you get out of your own head and you get into another space. You're not going to be able to see it after a while when you've been looking at this same painting for so long. It's so refreshing to hear from other artists. And the other thing that was really great was hearing from them that some of the works were a lot closer to being done than I thought. The most important thing to remember is that we need to keep that sense of play. Because when we get too serious about something, that's when we get into that overthinking and overworking and frustration. So it's good to get out of your space and talk to other people.
Get the sprinklers. Get the sprinklers. Good girls, yeah.